we're back with another episode of the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here from Lakers Fast Break, Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and trends in pop culture each and every week, twice a week, wherever you get your podcast. Plus also as well, Inside Sports Fantasy Football. Of course, Joe Soro is Ox 1947. He'll be on, of course, later on tonight during the game on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break, our live simulcast to YouTube and Facebook, the best Lakers post game that's out there, the Lakers Fast Break, and of course, topping it all off, your nightcap with Joe Soro, Lakers nightcap at 11 p.m. Pacific, right here at the Lakers Fast Break. Plus also as well, our good friends, Jamie Sweet and Laker Tom at Lakerholics.com. Go ahead and check out what they're doing there at Lakerholics.com. You know, Joe also owns the company SimBlades, and if you haven't gone and check out what SimBlades with the Y.com is doing, please go ahead and check out them today. And speaking of checking out great places to go, John Costa, a good friend who stops by for our post games, he runs Lakers Corner and Clutch Talk. Our good friends, Lakers in 5, who always stop by as well, greatly appreciated. Of course, Empire Jeff TV. Of course, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, John McCallion, all those great channels. And speaking of great channels, please support this channel if you can. It is sincerely appreciated if you do. Click on that subscribe on YouTube. And, of course, also as well on Facebook, please like and follow us there. We need to get to those big numbers so we can go ahead and make sure we get out there to everyone and that everyone knows about us right here at the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It is pregame, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. It is truly appreciated. It is Gerald Glassford. Great to have you here. Lakers 30-27 after a tough loss last night to start off the post All-Star break season, or at least part of the season. But it's okay. We're going to come back. We're going to get a good win tonight, hopefully, against the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs played last night and lost to the Sacramento Kings. They're a team that's rebuilding, tanking, whatever you want to say. We should be getting the victory tonight because it looks like, unless something happens last minute, that LeBron James is going to be back in the starting lineup. So looking forward to seeing what he can do. I know he's been of much discussion here on this channel over the past week or so. So hopefully we can get in tune with what's going on right here at the Lakers Fast Break. I know Victor Wembanyama, he had a big crowd tonight at the Crypt for his warm-ups. So it looks like he will be playing on this back-to-back as well. Looks like no restrictions. Greg Popovich has said there are no restrictions for him tonight. Should get about 30 minutes of game time. So we should be able to get a good look at what may very well be, as we talked about earlier this week with Stone Hansen, the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year. Unless you are a Chet Holmgren fan, indeed. But it's Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching this thing. Empire Jeff's out there. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Always great to go ahead and make sure that you're out there. Please, everyone, if you're subscribing to me, make sure you're subscribed to Empire Jeff TV. Does a lot of great stuff, and now getting into the Dodgers. Spring training is now underway. Dodgers have had a couple of spring games against the Padres in the books, and yeah, he'll be talking about that. I know Joe is getting back his Dodger blue as well, so I've asked him to go ahead and see if he can start dabbling a little bit of that here in the Lakers Fast Break as well, because, you know, Joe likes to talk. He likes to talk and about the Dodgers, and yeah, I know he loves talking about the fact that Ohtani's there, the fact that they got all those great additions. Hates the manager, just like he hates the coach with the Lakers. So we'll see what happens with the Dodgers this season. But yeah, look forward to hearing more on Empire Jeff TV and also as well from Joe Soro this season as well. But it is, of course, the Lakers Fast Break. What's up, Bloodhound? Great to have you here. Looking forward to a great game tonight. Thank you very much, Empire Jeff, for the kind words on both playback and also as well, of course, right here on YouTube. It is the Lakers Fast Break. The Lakers played tonight against the Spurs, 30-27, still ninth place. But yes, they are, as Joe likes to stress, and very importantly so, that the Lakers are now down one game in the loss time column to the 10th place Golden State Warriors. it is looking more and more with the strength of schedule that I've seen in the recent days, and that Joe has discussed as well, that the Lakers are going to have very much their work cut out for them if they want to stay in front of the Golden State Warriors and also be able to climb up any spots in the Western Conference standing as well. Bloodhound says, let's hope we get this win. They looked lost versus the Zone last night. Bloodhound, they just looked lost, period, both on offense, like you were saying, but also as well, they looked terrible on the pick and roll, defending it. Absolutely. Jackson Hayes was abysmal last night guarding the pick and roll. He just looked baffled by it. Trace Jackson Davis, in a span of just 2-3 minutes, scored 13 points on him. It was absolutely pathetic. The zone has bothered the Lakers now for quite some time, and their shooting rhythm obviously was affected by it. We did not get that consistent shooting that we saw heading into the break. The Lakers had gone up from one of the worst shooting teams to a team that was right about in the middle when the All-Star break happened, but that certainly didn't look the part last night as they had a sub 30% performance from behind the arc, and overall it was a terrible game for the Lakers on both sides of the ball as they lost 128-110. Looking forward to hopefully a better turnaround. There's still no word yet as if Cam Reddish is going to be part of the rotation yet. He was listed as doubtful, so that is an upgrade from out from the previous games. So we'll see if that gets upgraded even more. LeBron James was listed as probable, and Anthony Davis was listed as questionable as this morning. So we'll see what happens as far as the updates are concerned, but hopefully we can get a starting lineup confirmation that LeBron James is in the starting lineup. He's was going through the motions as a game time decision to see whether or not he'll play, but it looks more and more likely that he'll play. Are you bothered out there that he has decided to play against Detroit and San Antonio instead of Utah and Golden State? Please let us know your thoughts in the chats if that bothered you. I know I had said on previous occasions that it kind of rankled my feathers that it wasn't mapped out accordingly. I will admit to Joe that he had us right because he did get voted in. And so we did have to see him for at least the 10 to 14 minutes that he was in there in the All-Star game. So missing the All-Star game probably was an option, especially when you're voted in. If you're just selected by the coaches, that's one thing. But if you're voted in by the fans, obviously you want to go ahead and make an appearance. So I can understand him doing that for what he did. But man, it sure would have been nice to see what we could do with LeBron James in the lineup. We saw what we did last time in Golden State with LeBron James in the lineup, and that was a win then. Last night, it wasn't a win for us. That was pretty sad for us last night as far as on both ends of the ball. And I know that Joe took exception to Darvin Ham saying that, we could not communicate clearly on the defensive end because Anthony Davis had lost his voice. So, yeah, if you want to take that for what it's worth, I mean, it is what it is. I don't want it comes off as an excuse by Darvin Ham for last night's game, and can't have these excuses here. Once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. It is Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching and listening. NV213 says, yes, whoever made that decision needs to be fired. If it was Bronze, I'm thoroughly disappointed. NV213, when it comes down to it, I have to acquiesce to Joe in regards to his thoughts on the All-Star game. He did have to go and play some minutes in the All-Star game. I'll give him that because the fact he was voted in. But if that's the reason why he did not play in Utah, and he did not play last night in Golden State, I agree with you. I would be disappointed if that's the case because he should have, if he was going to go ahead and miss games, the Detroit game and tonight's game would have been the ones I would have asked him to go ahead and sit down. But yeah, ultimately NV213, I'm sure he has a lot of sway in the decision in regards to his health, especially at his age, his stature, and his number of years in the league. So I'm sure that LeBron fielded every which way as far as the offers is concerned to play one game or the other. And I'm pretty sure that he had a good hand in this decision as well. NV213 says he should be a Laker first at this point in his career. Well, he's LeBron James. The more you try to say he should be this and he should be that, he'll go ahead and veer off into a different direction. But Empire Jeff TV says, I don't like that he missed the games, but if it's going to miss games, I'm sure the bookend games made more sense for time off a row. Oh, I know it did. Also, as well, for him going vacationing, because as I know it was reported by ESPN after the Indiana game, Brian Windhorst made note that all these planes started going to Cabo and vacation spots, and and I'm sure that a lot of the All-Stars did. I'm sure LeBron did and whatnot. Remember, he had an excused absence on the day before Wednesday, so he probably made it back to the team on Thursday. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. The All-Star break, the All-Star weekend, it is what it is. I mean, can we improve the game? I'm sure there are many people coming up with ideas. Isabel tried to come up with some ideas. I'm not sure if that will always pan out, because the fact is, as long as the pay, these guys are being paid what they are, the risk of injury and the risk to what you do to put those long-term costs and long-term contracts out there, yeah, that's always something that they always consider as well. So NV213 says we can't be giving up games at this point in the season. Absolutely. Braun took a trip with Ham. He was hoping to leave him on the island, because you're right, he did have an excused absence on Wednesday as well. But Darvin Ham made it back from the island. He was a survivor. If you're into the Survivor show on CBS, yes, he survived the island and is now back coaching the Lakers tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. MB213, you're right. We cannot be. Well, then again, we should not have been giving up games and punting games earlier this season, which we have noted so many times during the course of this season. Yet we still have. We have punted games that we should have won. We could have won. And we should have made an effort to go ahead and make sure we had our top players there. And quite frankly, we didn't. Quite frankly, we didn't get it done. And we're paying the price for it now. We're paying the price for it now with a 30-27 record, barely above 500, barely above Golden State. And if Golden State wins the games that, because remember, they had some time off due to the unfortunate and tragic death of one of their assistant coaches. Once they catch up with their games, and if they win all those games, they'll have a better record than the Lakers. And it will come down to a tiebreaker that they'll go ahead and settle, obviously, on the court here with the upcoming games they have against each other. But the schedule does not get easier for the Lakers. In fact, they were rated as one of the top 10 toughest schedules for the rest of the season, whereas the Golden State Warriors have one of the easiest, wouldn't you know? So I think 27th was what I heard on the podcast. 27th easiest schedule. I mean, 27th schedule as far as the rated, as far as how tough it is. So they have one of the easiest schedules. The Lakers have one of the toughest schedules going forward after tonight. So we'll see what happens. But is the Lakers fast break? Again, I think a key to it with LeBron and AD back in the fold, if they're both playing, which we're still waiting for confirmation on, it is going to be something that we're going to see. As far as rebounding is concerned, that has to be a key. They have to get back in transition. And just got a confirmation from Yoa Buha from The Athletic. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are both available tonight against the Spurs. Cam Reddish is out. He is still out. He was listed as doubtful. He is not doubtful anymore. He is out for tonight's game. You still have Max Christie, who came back in last night's game for good and for bad. Played had a good couple defensive spots here and there, but then got roasted several times by Stephen Curry. But then again, all of them that guarded him, whether it was Taurean Prince, whether it was D'Angelo touched on him for a little bit. Austin Reeves got killed by him. Yeah, all the Lakers got killed by Stephen Curry last night. So yeah, join the club on that one. So I will say that right now, again, the Lakers should have no excuses tonight with the full LeBron James, Anthony Davis back in the rotation, back in the starting lineup for LeBron. And there's been no excuses tonight. They need to get a win tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs played very game last night. right down to the wire before they lost to the Sacramento Kings, but no excuses. Back to back. I don't care. LeBron, he's been rested. He should be ready to go, should be ready to play. And we should get a good quality game from him tonight because, as we've seen all season long, and that was the discussion yesterday, do we still consider LeBron a top 10 player in the league? I think he only seen that top 10 player in the league come out only for certain parts of the season. So rested, coming off of several days of rest, vacation, whatever you want to call it, and only playing 14 minutes in the All-Star game, he should be okay for tonight's game. John, happy birthday. Wasn't your birthday yesterday, John? Or was it just me? I thought you posted that yesterday, but maybe it's a 24-hour cycle thing. But happy birthday to you, John. Hopefully you'll have a great birthday tomorrow if you post that tomorrow as well. But once again, it's the Lakers Fast Break. It is Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Truly appreciate it. It is, of course, the San Antonio Spurs and the Los Angeles Lakers coming up here in a few minutes. It'll be on playback for us, playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. Of course, we will bring it all to you tonight on the simulcast that's going to go out to, of course, everybody out there on YouTube and Facebook as well. But yes, the Lakers have to go ahead and shoot a lot better than they did yesterday. Absolutely abysmal. They shot in the previous 2 games over 50% from the field, 40% from the free throw line, and 80% from the free throw line. And yesterday they did none of the above. Very disheartening. And that's the way you're going to go ahead and get your butt kicked each and every time. Plus, the defense, as noted, was terrible on the pick and roll. Absolutely got killed time and time again. Jackson Hayes looked lost and confused, dazed and confused, to quote the title from the famous movie by Matthew McConaughey. He looked dazed and confused last night, and unfortunately it wasn't a good night all around for many of the Lakers last night. So hopefully they will go ahead and be a better laid out plan by Darvin Ham tonight. Hopefully we can go ahead and get things going. If they go on a run, the Spurs, hopefully he'll have a little bit more common sense to go ahead and call those timeouts a little bit sooner instead of letting it get away from him like he did on more than one occasion last night, and closing out the quarter strong. Yesterday, a key part of why the Lakers lost was that they closed out the second and third quarter with big deficits to the Warriors. That cannot happen tonight at all. Hopefully we can go ahead and get things rectified tonight with closing out the second and third quarter strong and making this a comfortable game for the Lakers. And hopefully by the end of the third quarter, we can go ahead and sit down LeBron AD in a nice, comfortable, easy victory. That would be great for the Lakers heading into some really tough matchups on the road ahead. Isabel, great to have you here. Salute to you as well. Thank you so much. Very kind of you to be here. It is the Lakers Fast Break, the Lakers and the Warriors. I'll be here for just a couple minutes, and then we're going to switch it over to the simulcast where at 7:30 you'll be able to join our entire crew. Hopefully we'll be there as far as Joe. Last night we had Stone. Stone said he was going to try to make it on tonight. Laker Nick stopped by, so hopefully we can get them. Maybe even Henry Hill from Courtside Lakers. Hopefully we can get the entire crew there tonight for the Lakers and the Spurs on playback. Playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. But yes, hoping for a good game. Hopefully it will be a game that can get us back on the track towards a winning streak. Once again, see if we can get the Lakers back up to where they need to be in the Western Conference. Right now, they are precariously in ninth, a half game in front of the Golden State Warriors, but they are one behind the Warriors in the loss column, a very all-important loss column indeed. So we'll see what happens with the Lakers tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. Golden State is at home again against Charlotte. Charlotte has been playing well as of late, so hopefully it won't be just a walkover by the Golden State Warriors. So hopefully we can go ahead and get things done tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. Right now, the LA Lakers will be playing San Antonio. Portland will be playing Denver in Portland. Golden State is hosting Charlotte. Minnesota is going to be hosting Milwaukee. As finals already so far, Toronto defeated Atlanta by 2. In the fourth quarter, Miami is ahead of New Orleans. Oklahoma City is destroying Washington in the fourth quarter. Memphis is leading the Clippers by 2. Houston is leading Phoenix by 9. Philadelphia is leading the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's the game on ESPN right now by 5. So looking forward to seeing what the Lakers can do tonight. Hopefully we can get some good performances out of the team tonight. Again, rebounding has got to be a key for the team. Getting out in transition. Last night, the transition defense for the Lakers was absolutely abysmal. So hopefully we can rectify that as well. But again, please check out our channel, Empire Jeff's channel. He'll be going ahead and have his own simulcast as well. So go ahead and check that out. But also as well, Lakers in 5. They do their own simulcast. Any one of the great places that we go. I know our simulcast will start 7:30 Pacific time. We'll have hopefully have the guys there starting then for the Lakers and Spurs. Plus then after that, the best post game that's around is the Lakers Fast Break. And then after that, nightcap tonight at 11 p.m. It is Joe Soro. Lakers nightcap with Joe Soro tonight at 11 p.m. indeed. So yes, so looking forward to a good game. Looking forward to having you a part of it. Any last thoughts out there from the Best Lakers chat room? Let me know right now, because I'm going to go ahead and shut it on down as we get prepared for a nice, awesome, hopefully big game from LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So once again, you can't fault Anthony Davis. Voice or no voice, 27 points, 15 rebounds, 3 block shots. Absolutely, Empire Jeff. You have a great show as well. Enjoy your time with your fans and your audience out there. Once again, it's Empire Jeff TV. Please support him by liking and subscribing. And you can get the latest notifications from him just exactly as if you like and subscribe from us right here at the Lakers Fast Break Podcast. So again, Lakers need to focus back on shooting efficiently from behind the arc, but not taking as many threes. They need to go ahead and post it inside. Need to get Victor in foul trouble. If they can do that, they can probably have themselves an easy victory. And hopefully they can get the job done tonight on a back-to-back, where San Antonio also had a back-to-back. So there's no excuses for the Lakers tonight as they face off against San Antonio, because the schedule gets a lot tougher after tonight. They face a lot of good teams. So in fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you the rundown real quick before we head on out. Give you the rundown who the Lakers have upcoming in the next few days. So check this out. Not only after tonight, you have the Spurs, but then on Sunday, you have the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix at 12:30. That's an afternoon game, everyone, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. So go ahead and check that out there on ABC. Then 3 days later, on the 28th, that's going to be on Wednesday. That's going to be the Clippers. Of course, doesn't really matter if we're the home team or the road team. You know we're going to have the bigger crowd. And that's going to be on the 28th. Then the day after that, we're hosting the Wizards. And then on the 2nd of March, which is going to be 1 week from Sunday to Saturday, we're going to go ahead and face off at 5:30 p.m. on ABC against the Denver Nuggets. So that's pretty much the next few days for the Lakers. It doesn't get much easier. Got to win tonight. Definitely got to win against the Wizards, and definitely got to go ahead and get some more wins in the books, because the Lakers are now in a must-win situation unless they really want and aspire to be 10th place in the Western Conference. And that's not a good place to be, because you can kiss any type of home court advantage goodbye, because you'll be on the road for every single matchup that you face in the Western Conference playoffs. So hopefully they can get things back underway. The Lakers had been playing very good as of late. Unfortunately, coming out of the All-Star break, struggling. Let's hope we get it turned around tonight. Let's hope we can get everything back in order with a good victory tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. So hopefully you will go ahead and check it out. Lakers in 5, Empire Jeff TV. Of course, our good friend, Mr. John Costa. Lakers Corner Clutch Talk. Of course, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, the John McCalian channel. Support all these great channels. And of course, like, subscribe, follow us here at the Lakers Fast Break. We will be on at 7:30 on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break, or YouTube and Facebook will go ahead and have those set up at 7:30 as well. So for everyone out there, I truly appreciate you stopping by. My thoughts on the game. Thank you for watching and listening. We'll be back here in just a little bit, right here, of course, at the Lakers Fast Break Podcast.